Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching The Witcher. This is episode 4 of season 2. Hopefully guys have enjoyed the first 3 episodes. I would just like to say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to every single person. This is being recorded on Christmas Day. It's the morning, and just before we get ready for the Christmas dinner, I thought, yeah, we get on, watch a bit of The Witcher, get an episode uploaded for you guys. So hopefully you guys do enjoy it. Obviously, you might watch it on YouTube a little bit after Christmas, but it doesn't matter because hopefully you still are having an amazing time off work, relaxing, kicking it back and spending a good time with the family while being safe. That is key with all this crap that is going on around the world. Staying safe is key, so please do that. Thanks so much for clicking on today's video. If you do enjoy it, please smash the like. It really helps out the channel. If you want to watch the full episode, it is free in the description below. Just click on that, just go to the Patreon and you can watch it. And that is the case for every single video that does get uploaded to the YouTube. So if you didn't know, please do check it. 3 videos, full length, all on the Patreon. So thanks so much for the support over there. Like I said, Merry Christmas. Last episode was really interesting. We had Ciri, she was still trying to learn how to fight. She was trying to get better. She was kind of bored or like sick of waiting for Geralt to teach her how to progress, so to speak. Slow and steady does win the race, but she wanted to take a bit more action and go after it. A couple of the witches come out. There was they took her to an obstacle course that they kind of learned themselves. Like they had loads of like things that were swinging that she had to run and duck through. There was like spinning spikes. She got cut a few times, and and there was like, I don't know, like a bridge that you had to rock and jump off. And she kept getting knocked down, but she'd get back up again and knocked down and back up and knock her back up, rinse and repeat until she finally made it to the end. And just when she was this close to completing it, she fell off. Now obviously Geralt, he was saying so close, but just making it this far and completing it doesn't mean that you're ready for combat. There's many people that I know that thought they was ready to fight, and guess where they are now? They're dead, they're buried. And that is true. Practice does make perfect, and it just shows there. She started off terrible, she got better the more and more she practiced with it, so I do like it. Yennefer as well, she returned to her people, and it was interesting, like some of them was welcoming her with open arms. Her I forgot her name, like her teacher, so to speak, the one that was in the first episode that was looking for her, who was screaming for Yennefer. She was there. She ended up saying to her, look mate, I know that doing that mad spell that you've done cost you to lose all of your powers, and the council here, they think that you may possibly have been turned by the enemy, so to speak. They need to see that you are on our side, because you said that you've been abducted, but the thing is, you've been returned here with no scratches, no cuts, nothing. How have you got free? It's questions for them. So for you to prove your loyalty to us, we need you to go and kill the elf that we have got currently captured in our captivity, the one that they was torturing. She was obviously reluctant to do that, and she was saying, well, you can either kill him or you could tell everybody that you haven't got your magic anymore. Just show that you're no longer a possible threat to them, because they're kind of a little bit scared. Well, she decided to possibly go through with the execution. They did take him all the way up, put his head down on the rock like he was going to swing the axe and take him out. Well, when it come to Yennefer's time to do that, she had the axe, she swung it, boom, mate, she cut his chains off. She actually didn't cut his head off. Everybody's looking around, what's going on? She pushed the fire down, they both ran, jumped on a horse, and boom, they bolted out in that last episode. So it's really interesting. She's gone kind of against her own people. She hasn't really done anything to them. She's just kind of freed an enemy that they had captured, so then it's going to raise suspicions on her and what's her plan, and now she's going to be seen as an enemy towards them as well. So it's really interesting. Like I said, it's been good so far. Can't wait for today's episode. Hopefully it's high action, high pace, and lots of fighting. That's what we like to see. So thanks so much everybody, happy holidays, and if you do enjoy today's video, like I said before, please smash the like, it really helps out. And as always, let's jump into episode 4 of season 2 of The Witcher.
The trail
Look at him, mate, going up there. That will test you.
Beyond the pain.
Yo, mate, one slip and you are dead.
Killer itself, but trust the path you choose, and it will protect you, even in darkness.
Hey, I love it. Oh no, it's
You're a
not.
girl.
Oh, it's Yennefer's mate.
So you. I appreciate the suspicion, but be reasonable. Would I have gotten this far if I didn't know the way?
Oh, you would be hesitant, wouldn't you? A stranger coming.
And there's Vian. It's nice to meet you.
You're a sorceress, like Yennefer.
Triss,
Friend of Geralt's. You must be quite charitable.
good to see you again.
Well, he's going to find out Yennefer's alive from conversations with her, isn't he?
Haven't even had me fill a grog yet, and already the women are doubling.
We all could have used you.
Hopefully we still can.
I'll go and dress for dinner. I assume you'll all want to wash up as well? Of course not.
That is funny.
So, how do you two know each other?
Gods are our punishment from the gods! That is enough from the two of you! Stop fidgeting! Could I be escorted to an alley? You can restrain me.
Yeah, well, if it can't wait, it can't wait, can it? Go on then. Yo, scum.
Well, not really, is it? He can't do anything. The guy's chained up.
The market is too crowded. Soldiers are everywhere. We must get back to Sintra.
Sure, the Nilfgaardians will be thrilled to have me.
Entering with the Commander General, I'll make new memories.
Proclaimed as Zintria under Fringilla's leadership.
Frangilla.
It's funny how quickly people forget about you when you're no longer of use to them.
Hey, check this. That's well sick.
We're not safe here.
We are not a we.
Going back to Sintra.
Units and assassins lurk where you least expect them.
I will not live in fear.
Nor would we ask you to.
Oh. Check this.
Drink it.
Oh, is he going to poison him? This guy's a good actor.
Apologies for the theatrics. The Northern Kingdoms have formed an alliance based on their mutual hatred of elves. Why did Nilfgaard go to all the trouble of taking the continent's crown only to fill it with hungry mouths?
Yes, speaking of which, I'm starving deep.
We would never have taken it from Calanthe. But now,
Sintra could be ours.
leave it with us.
I like how they change this logo at the start every episode. I've clocked it. It's different.
Aren't there any herbs or mushrooms for me today?
In December,
That wind will knock your head about, Princess.
Geralt said you saved his life.
he found himself in my kingdom a time ago. A princess in trouble.
Nastier than you, even.
He's not joking.
I like your dress. Would you like me to show you around the keep?
I actually know this place pretty well.
I brought her here for you, to help guide you.
Interesting, mate. He is really caring, though, isn't he? He's a big softy. He
Now it's time
definitely
for
is.
bed.
Night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, Ciri.
They've left purebred on that table. I'd be scanning all of
How
that.
do you two know each other?
He's sick of the law of surprise, isn't he? He's like, for God's
We can
sake.
steal our way onto a boat at dawn. Come.
Go on, Yennefer. Oh, you'd be fuming, wouldn't you? Soaking.
Make a move and lose your head. I'm still thinking it over. Run, Devi! Run! Run like hell! Shut up! Damn it, shut up. What is he saying?
Sandpiper helped elves get to Zintria.
If you know a way to Sintra and help us, I can assure you your pick of land on our safe return.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You guys got nothing to lose, does he, man, though? It's this guy, right? He wants to get to Sintra, and the thing is, yeah, what better way than bringing back somebody who's big, high status? He is. He could give him, like, you know, it's not set in stone that you're going to get the land that he's just said, but I mean, he's got no reason to kill you once you get there, though. Like, why would you kill somebody that successfully saved you? You know, that is the way I would look at it. If he's got a crappy life and he's trying to hide out anyway in the sewers here to try and escape towards Sintra, the best way to do it, like I said, is to take somebody of high status back, because you're seeing as somebody who's helping them. They're also like, could be thankful and say like, you've done this for me, here's our good gesture to you. So it is the best way for them to go, to be honest. They kind of like fell into a lucky situation. And I also think that Geralt, he's really funny, man. He is a proper dad, isn't he? And he's definitely sick of everybody asking how they've come together. He's like, this law of surprise thing, mate, I was only joking and look where it's brought me now. But also he's a big softie as well, bringing somebody in to help her. She is, isn't she?
It appears you have some use after all.
Thankfully, men remain simple.
Oh, check this. A monster in a series, a basilisk.
If her mother did have powers, as you say, the child could have inherited an evolved version of it.
She might have the power of foresight. She seems to have visions.
What a skill that would be if you could absolutely hone that
We
craft.
should have to gaze upon that carnage.
Toward the left she had turned Eskel. Like a compass to a magnet, she led me straight to it. But it did try to get her.
Her specifically.
I didn't let it live long enough to find out.
But generating monsters has been outlawed for centuries.
Oh, outlawed. So definitely not a mage then.
There is one way to find out. Embenjois Felros.
This is why you need a witch on your side, man, or whatever you want to call him.
If a mage has been involved, that component will glow. But why would a mage want her?
Because she's skillful, isn't it? She's well powerful.
I won't be here forever to protect her.
Everyone will know their names. They can live on in our memories.
You pretend not to have emotions.
I know you feel it too. No more love, no more hatred, pain, fear, and regret. Stay with me tonight.
Tress,
Only stay, not be alone.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you have to admit, right, he is one of the most respectful guys going in there, especially in this time. Do you remember the last episode? Was it the last one? When they brought all the ghouls up, and when his mate turned and he tried to kill him. I think that was episode 2. Like, the girls there, he was dancing, you know, they was all topless. He was there to obviously sleep with the lads. They'd come up, and like, she said that she was speaking to him, wasn't she, about obviously, like, I heard you're a dad now. And and she was like, I'd never expected that, you know, but I only thought the only nice thing about you is you were one of the only ones that paid. Do you know what I mean? Guy showing respect. And he is, man. He's dead respectful in all these situations. I do like it. But also, in that conversation that he just had a minute ago with her, when he was saying about that, the monster coming in the woods to attack Ciri, I never picked up that it was just focusing on her specifically, because when he was stood in the woods and obviously the one that attacked his friend went after them, yeah, the branches come at them both and he chopped them both, didn't he? So, like, I never specifically thought, oh, that's going after Ciri. But then obviously that big, like, ant thing come and chopped it in half and killed it. And then it did chase after her. But I never really thought in my head, oh, it's like specifically pointing out her and going after her. So, I mean, it's really interesting, actually. Like, I wonder if she's really, really, really powerful and we just haven't seen this side of her yet. Obviously, I do think that the visions that she could possibly have and foresee the future and situations that he could be in is very, very powerful. I think that it is a big asset. But also, so can you change the future? So she has a vision right now of, say, Geralt being killed by something. Like, can they alter that vision and, like, not go to that location or try to change the outcome of the situation that they're possibly going to enter? Do you know what I mean? It's one of those interesting ones. You can see something, but does it have to happen? Does that outcome, is it set in stone? Can they change the time and the reality of it? That is what's really interesting to see.
What is this place? Old elven aqueducts. Humans built their world on top of our ruins.
Who did this to you?
Some villagers came at us at a tavern a week back. The owner let us escape before the guards came in for a roundup. The North have been claiming that we're all sleeper agents for Nilfgaard.
We don't have the fight left anymore to start anew. The North have made sure of that. Yeah, no, fuck the North.
Yo, he's left his mate. Oh, yeah, Yennefer's gone.
Screaming?
Anything! You find power and it turns to ash in your hand!
You were incredible that day, Sodden. Oh, that's what did you in, isn't it?
No, it's too powerful for her.
Stole your power. Perhaps there's a bigger plan out there for you now.
Yes, the benevolent white flame who brings purpose and meaning and all that fuckery. You can skip the recruitment speech. Fringilla's a political animal trained by the best.
Yes, I met your best. Tried to puncture my brain and extract every one of my thoughts.
Exactly.
Yes, and it didn't work. Fringilla and I serve Emir because he served us first.
Yo, 1 second there. I really liked that acting from him then, mate. It was really good. And that is true, innit, mate? Everybody serves somebody. Whether you're the highest, the high, you prior served them. Or you're serving them now. I.e. you've taken that position because they might have died and you're carrying on their goal. So if I had a goal to take over Sintra, for example, and I died and the next command stepped up, yeah, they're following my plan because it was set in motion. So like they might be the top dog, but they're following a purpose. They're serving the cause that was set by somebody else. It's interesting. Now, he said that they didn't extract all the information from his head, so he's obviously a strong dude if he could withstand all that torture. I thought his acting was really good then. I do like it. And, you know, maybe there is something out there, a higher purpose for Yennefer now. She's done her powers. She's obviously, she's burnt everything down and she's lost it. Now, we have seen the woman come in the last 2 episodes, I believe, back to back, saying, just ask and we can give. Now, I'm assuming, I thought she might have did ask last episode, but she obviously didn't. She's still not got her powers. But I would like her powers back, you know. I'm all for one of these, like, say, like, if I watch a show, and then somebody's all Magicka, and then they lose it, it's like, okay, they can lose it for a few episodes, but give it them back, because that's the character that I know, the magic character. You know, I don't want to see Yennefer as a human / elf now. I would much prefer her to be her old self with a new storyline. So again, I'm all fine for having no magic, but then if we get into episode 5 and 6 and she hasn't reclaimed it, or she hasn't started to, like, you know, get a little bit of it back, I'll be a little bit disappointed. But right now, I'm interested to see where we're going here, because consistently we've had Yennefer against the other girl, is it Nigella, like in their ideas of what needs to happen. But this guy said, mate, she's just serving a higher cause. She's got a purpose. You know, we're serving the person that was above us, and you should be getting on board with it. It's really good.
I had to save myself.
You're not worth it.
That's well selfish. Oh, toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty.
What for the eye is the point of no return. At the end of my days when I'm through, no word that I've written will make my soul burn. Butcher, burn, 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 burn. Watch me burn.
Proper got to him that song, didn't it? Look, he was well emotional.
Religious zeal to the followers of the White Flame.
That's the problem. No one knows his proclivities. No one knows anything about him.
Who he is, what he is, where he is, what he wants. Whoever we use needs to be inside the city walls for a while. Now that is an out-of-the-box idea. Getting an elf into Sintra won't be a problem.
Oi! Hey, he was in last season, this guy, wasn't he? Decent.
You look lovely and refreshed. I can show you a few incantations. Get a sense for your potential.
Oh, good morning, Your Highness. Please tell me you lost a bet.
Come on, man. She needed that. She needs to fucking get a bit of stronger skin, don't she? She needs to give it back.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
It's just a bit of fun.
Does she even have a chemise? Or soap? Or cloth for when she gets her blood? You're choosing to be ignorant arseholes, aren't you?
Standing up to him. I like it. I am all for, though, right, in a friendship group, yeah, a bit of friendly bullying. There's a difference between full-on picking on somebody all of the time and being in a team. Like, I would say all them seem to be good friends now. Or, like, you know, they seem to be getting on really well, where you can bounce off a bit of banter and, like, laugh at somebody's clothes and stuff. And I feel like that makes you stronger, because there's too, in my opinion anyway, there's too many soft people in the world. If someone comes and you're like, what are them trainers, and they start crying, start crying, you know, it's like, wow, I was only having a joke, man. Literally, calm down. Not enough people have thick skin. Like, people can't take a bit of negativity or a bit of banter from the friends, you know, like. And I do think, like I said, if it's within a friendship group, if it's strangers doing it, you're like, what are you doing? Like, what gives you the right to speak to me that way? But like I said, if it's your friends or people that you know, and it's good little friendly banter, I expect to give it back. If, you know, if they said, what's that in your hair? Like, what's that on your face, mate? Literally, like, I thought you was a witcher, yeah? Like, why are you getting cut up and all beat up? You don't see Gerald like that, you know. You've been training all your life. Looks like you've been training one day. A bit of banter like that, you know, give and take. But yeah, I think that was good for her, to be honest. She needs to get a little bit of a thicker skin. But if they are being tight to her all the time, not giving her this and that and crappy clothes and that on purpose, then that's not fair.
How long did it take you to learn to control your powers?
A long time.
They felt bad you didn't finish your breakfast. So no evidence of mutagenic alchemy.
No, there is something strange.
Stellar sight. Like from a monolith. This was taken from the Lashy that turned Eskel.
How did two different monsters wind up with the same dust on them?
They came from the same place.
Well, does she know something?
Tell us what you know about it.
I saw a monolith topple.
Yes.
The of chaos belongs to us.
Thriller,
Yeah, mate, that was sick.
Fine.
you are brave, but let us help.
When the Black Knight captured me, I was scared. I screamed, and that's when the monolith cracked and fell.
Oh, so that's when she pinged that thing out.
How could that be?
I don't know.
These monsters are my fault.
It's all right. I'll fix it.
He's never judgmental, him, is he? He probably listens and understands. Like, he tries to listen and understand every situation, and even if it's like an uncomfortable one or a shitty one or something that may be somebody's fault, he doesn't physically blame them. He's dead respectful. So he's I do like it, man. He's really good. He's a proper good dad, man. He's a good example of how parents should be. You know, if your kid does something wrong or something bad, or they do something that upsets somebody, instead of like shouting at them, telling them off, you try and be wise, say, right, don't worry, next time it'll be better, we'll go and sort it, you know, like, what can we do to improve? Like, you're okay. And I do like it. Like, he's a pretty good example of being a good guardian.
What are you doing here? And what fresh hell did you just crawl out of? Hugging. We are hugging.
She is hugging.
Miss the days when my biggest problem was an ever-present sing-songy twit. I heard the song. Geralt must have left quite a sour taste in your mouth.
That song could be about anyone. 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 It did come from the heart. Perhaps a broken one.
You need to get the band back together.
God, that is awful. And I am going to find anything else to drink.
You're the sandpiper. You pick up a thing or two when you're in hiding.
I would not wish that fate on my worst enemy, and yes, you are firmly lodged in that category. It has to be said, but what they've done to you and your people is... I was at the Great Oak, Blaeoberis, when it was raided. Every freethinker was welcome, no matter their race, their creed. They come for the elves, Yennefer. I'll come for the dwarves.
I need your help.
Stand back, stand back!
He's with me.
You both smell truly awful. I mean, it is like something has crawled up your asses and died.
That's what Asura does to you.
Oxenford at nightfall.
Last night.
It's all right.
I can't be what you want, Triss.
Last night, you were what I was looking for. Finally felt something again. Most of us were cured after the battle.
Some wounds cannot be healed. I understand that more than you know. You are important to me, Triss. You always will be. That Witcher yet has died of old age, lying in bed, dictating his will, Vesemir.
I have a friend who studies monolith. I can portal you to him.
That's sick, that, innit? How sick is that?
Portals are no fun.
Oh, portals are sick. Mate, he's going Sintra. Yennefer's going Sintra. That elf's going Sintra. Hopefully, what was he called now? Jasper or something? I forgot his name, that the guy who sings. He's going as well, mate. The band is getting back together.
You must be the mage.
Who the fuck are you?
A group of elves from Tretogor is on board already.
Unless the ship is full.
I'm gonna do what I do best.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Papers for the transit, please.
Golden.
Ain't that the song with Warriors with all their tools? Oh, yeah. Don't worry about the papers.
Oh.
Thanks for the tunes.
If you don't mind me saying so, that one, it's not your strongest. When the lute player ends up with the warrior ladies.
Lovable lutenist.
Yeah. Didn't really ring true for me, I must say.
You are a doxy, scapegoat, hell-hated, addle-pated goon. This is taking too long. We need to get him away from the ramps. Maybe you are grateful to be entertained.
This ship's not going anywhere till I check your papers. Understand? Fuck the North! Fuck the elves. Go on, get stuck in.
Oh, mate, the guy's like redeemed himself from leaving his mate to die, sacrificed himself. Fair play, to be honest. Oh, and that's growing in the snow. Wow, what significance is that? It's interesting, mate. A plant is actually growing in the snow.
This only grows where elder blood has been spilt. Where did you find this?
Killer trail, training corps. Everywhere that girl got her ass kicked. Mutagens that were destroyed in the sacking of Kaer Morhen. Not another Witcher has been created since. Key to making more Witchers.
Is it her blood or what? Like, is it a magic?
It's lovely to meet you, Dora. Expect you to do great things, all right?
What?
What happened to you?
I've lived a long life. You'll have to be more specific.
When you've lost your magic, is that even possible?
Go on, put your gloating in.
It's my job to put myself in other people's shoes, even if they are, in your case, large, clunky, and I don't know, probably full of snakes. Because who are we when we can no longer do the one thing we were put on this continent to do? Chaos could never be done with the likes of you. Goodbye. Good luck.
Ah, surely that's not his only little cameo of the season. I do enjoy him, to be honest. Oh. He's been attacked by...
We have to save ourselves.
Oh, does she go or what?
Yeah.
Ah, it's finished. Mate, does she go and try and save him, or does she, be selfish like that other guy did when his friend got taken, and now they've got a chance to get away from here to go to Sintra, and did he want to show everybody that they actually hidden on that boat, or did he want to stay hidden and be selfish themselves? Now I think because she's got a little connection towards him, she might go and have a look what's going on and be intrigued. But it's nice seeing him back, obviously after seeing him in the last season, and we're on episode 4 now, and he's only just made a little cameo. Now hopefully he's not dead, but he's definitely been attacked. Is it by a monster? Is it by a person? Who knows? But again, he was singing his songs. He's pretty decent. He had a good banter with Yennefer, which I like to see. And, really bit of interesting information coming out about Ciri at the end there, that maybe she's possibly key to making new witches. How interesting is that? They said that it's not been around for centuries or something, whatever it is that she possesses. And now look at it, mate. There's flowers growing all over the places that she spilled a bit of blood, which again is really, really good to see. I didn't expect that to be coming out from her, but she seems, like I said, really powerful, and there's a lot of progression that her character could possibly have. Okay, and that is going to wrap up episode 4 of season 2 of The Witcher. Thank you so much for checking out today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I really do like Geralt, man. He's like a proper dad in I love how he listens to every situation. Doesn't really react like either. I think like he tries to assess it, objectively look at it. He doesn't. He's not rash in his decisions. Like when that woman was like saying they should spend the night together, he could do, he could, like, he's probably been on his own for a while. It's a good invitation. She's a really pretty woman. He knows her as well. They got a connection, and he said obviously no, like it's not what they both need, which is probably right in the situations for it. She's saying that she does apologize for it. It's just that in that situation it felt like something that she needed, that she's not had in a while, and it felt like it's the first time she's felt ever since Sodden, the battle. So again, that was interesting to see. I do like how obviously he cares enough for Ciri as well. I know the guys were taking the mick out of her before when she had that flower in her hair and the way that her clothes was. She looked really nice, really pretty. She did look like she'd scrubbed up, and to be honest, it was a bit of friendly banter. Okay, it picked on her a little bit, but I expect that in friendship groups, and I expect that if she wants to be a witcher and a powerful person, then she's going to have to take these insults a lot more than that little one anyway. So it looked like she did storm off and looked like she was a bit sad, but then when he come and gave her the food and said the guys felt bad that she didn't eat her breakfast, she was smiling and laughing, so it didn't actually get to her too much, which was nice to see. Now they did spin the thing, cast a little spell or something to see if the mage was involved in creating any of these monsters. It turns out that they wasn't, but Ciri might have been. Like when she was in the back of the end of the last season, she obviously hit out that like boom, and it caused them to topple over, and it looks like that may be like a catalyst into all of these little things that are coming after him, which is good. I like it. We're kind of playing into last season, her storyline, and portraying it into this one again. When she was going through doing a battle, she's getting knocked off that thing, she cut herself, a bit of blood spilt here and there. There's fresh flowers growing, especially where there's snow all over. It looks like in that situation there should be no plants with the snow and the weather that they currently have. And then if you look at it where she spilt blood, fresh everywhere. They're reading it as this, I think. He said something like she could be a gift that's given to them. She could be the key to making new witches. It must be a dying breed for them. They must have to have certain things. I'm not too sure. I can't remember now if they told us in the last season. I do apologise how a witcher becomes one. But if she's key to it, Destiny well and truly has brought these two together, hasn't it? Like he's claimed the law of surprise. She's claimed powers from being who she is. She can create and, help evolve the witcher's bloodline, so to speak. So, again, she is key. I like it. And again, she's training, she's trying to learn. She's got this new girl coming in now trying to help her as well. So her character's constantly progressing. We've got Yennefer going to Sintra, hopefully. You know, we don't know about the end of the last episode. And we also have Geralt as well. He's going to Sintra as well as obviously we had the other ones in the last episode, the elves and the other female. They're going to possibly go there as well. So it's like all the things are uniting into one. Really exciting. Hopefully we get another battle in the last few episodes. Can't wait for that. I do like a good fight. We didn't have much this episode, but hopefully towards the end of the season we do have a good little scrap here and there. So thanks so much for clicking on today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash the like. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.